Hi guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the Lemfo LEM1 smartwatch, and this is it. Let me zoom out so you can see the full watch. Here it is, and it comes with a charger here. This charger actually has a little magnetic, just kind of clips to the back there. Quite fancy. It's USB, as you can see, and it came in this very nice case with an instruction manual. Now I'm going to go over a few of my favorite features of this watch, and if you have any other questions, feel free to comment. First of all, I really like the looks of this watch. Turn it on. You can see this is the particular face that I've been using. I had it charging, so I don't have any steps right now. Let me go through some of the different faces. If you tap and hold it, okay, we can go through the different faces. So there's one of the faces there. That one's kind of hard to see in the camera. Another one. Kind of like your Apple Watch. So it's got quite a few different faces to choose from. This one's nice too because it shows your calories, your steps, and your battery life, as well as the date and the digital time. And then back to the one I had on, which also shows your steps, your battery life, your calories, and then the time in analog. Push the button, it should go back to the one we select. Okay. Now a few things about this watch. I've also reviewed the LF07, which you can go watch the video. I have a review of that one as well. This particular watch, and that one's more of a sporty looking watch. This one I did not find to be quite as responsive. I really like the look of this one better, but this one does not respond as well, the touchscreen, as the other one. It works and functions, but I just didn't find it as responsive. So for example, okay, so we're over here, we've got our different options to choose from. I'll go through a few of my favorites, like I said. Let me make sure we're in focus here. Okay, so it does have the sedentary mode, which will remind you if you're not moving or getting up or standing up, and that works well. You've got your display settings. You can connect Bluetooth to your phone, which I did, and I can receive notifications on here. We'll get to the notifications here in just a second. You can look at your call log, assuming you're connected to the phone. You've got your different settings. This is where you can turn your Bluetooth on and off, your clock settings, your volume, international, health management, your smart gesture, whether you want it to turn on when you turn your wrist up to look at it. Now let me show you an example of the not. In order to get back, okay, that time it worked, but oftentimes when you're trying to go back and forth, okay, now it's going to work in my review, but sometimes it's just not quite as responsive. You can change the format. If you click this, it's a different format that your icons are laid out in. I prefer this one quite a bit more. You've got a calendar on here, your phone book, sleep management. That's for monitoring your sleep. You can make phone calls directly from your watch if it's connected to your phone. You can control your music. Okay, the remote notifier. When you have this hooked up to your phone, you can get your notifications, which includes, you know, anything you get notified for on your iPhone. And let me clarify, I only use this on iPhone, not on Android. I've heard that it works better with Android. Oops, didn't mean to do that. But the notifications, anything that notifies you on your phone will come through on here. The caveat is if you don't clear your notifications on your phone, they will continue to come up here every time you get a new notification. It'll send you all of the ones that have not been cleared on your phone, so that can be obnoxious. So if you don't clear your notifications often on your phone, that might be too distracting. You can also put it on vibrate, so when they come through you just feel a little buzz, which I did notice on this one that sometimes the buzz was a little bit too faint that I didn't notice it. Siri, you can push the Siri button, it'll connect to your iPhone, and then you can talk into the watch and Siri will respond accordingly. Got your QR code. The pedometer I think is fantastic. It works well, keeps track of your steps. It's got your messaging. Not convenient to use, you need your Bluetooth, but you could actually send a text from here if you wanted to type it out here, and it's really kind of mundane, so I wouldn't recommend it. And that's pretty much all of the settings. So the setting that really what I would use this for would be for a pedometer and a smartwatch, or for a pedometer and a watch, really. I like the way that the watch face looks. It counts your calories and your steps. But really, other than that, not a lot of the apps on here appealed to me, or the functions. So it is nice to have the notifications as well. If you keep them clear on your phone, it really does work well. You can make phone calls and talk directly through it with the Bluetooth, and it's kind of like a speakerphone, and I did that a few times and they could hear me alright. They just said it sounded like I was on a speakerphone, which is understandable. I like the watch. If you want to just use a few of the functions, I didn't find it to be very useful with a lot of the other functionality on there that's packed into this smartwatch. But if you are interested in a pedometer, the notifications, and just a classy looking watch that you can switch the faces on, I would recommend it. Otherwise, you might look at the LM07, which I thought functioned better and had a few other features that I liked. That's my review on the LEM1 smartwatch. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. If you thought this review was helpful, click yes below, and thanks for watching.